everyone. Oh God. Well, that's not good. As you can see, I recently got glasses. This isn't gonna work out. Am I gonna have to go through this blind? I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Oh, wow. I'm used to being able to see again. Wow. Okay, well, you know what? I've seen enough anyway. Miniature story time you didn't ask for. I had glasses junior year of high school. I have now graduated college. No one in my family really has glasses, like prescription glasses. They all just like use readers. So I was unaware in high school that the fact that you're supposed to get like your prescription checked every year. So I've been going through life blind. Long story short, I got my eyes checked at America's Best, highly recommend. And the lady, the lady who was testing my eyes, she goes, it was the most just like deadpan like sentence. She goes, yeah, so you're a danger to the road. And I was like, girl, what? She's like, yeah, like you probably shouldn't be driving. Like you drove yourself today? And I was like, uh-huh. And she was like, And I was just like, girly, hello? Okay, like if you say so. So I was like, all right, when I go to pick up my glasses in like a week, or was it 2 weeks? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna, make sure to wear them when I drive. So I show up to pick up my glasses weeks later, and the guy goes, so I'm looking at your prescription. I hear you haven't had glasses for a while. And I was like, yeah, So don't drive with these. And I was like, sir, what? I was just told that I was like legally blind. Like, don't I need the road? And he was like, because your prescription is so severe, you'll have a car accident. And I was like, okay, say less. But I do wear them driving now, so you're welcome. Today I bring you an Escapisms of the Month video. First up, we have the Happiest season, which I gave 5 freaking stars. That movie is so amazing. I know that there was a lot of controversy with this movie, but I loved it. And there were some people that were saying like, it wasn't funny at all. I thought it was hilarious. It was so funny. It was very like in the small things, like in the looks that they would give one another, or like a one-liner, or like a facial expression. I thought the movie was hilarious. I also think that the crazy sister is the best sister. Love her, go off. She's the only one in that family who is nice and kind. Like, hello? All of Kristen Stewart's outfits had me on the floor. I mean, look at them. I'm gonna post them right here. Like, are we getting? Amazing. The only thing I would say is that I was unsure about how I felt of the confessions at the end. Like when everything comes out and they try to have like sister solidarity. It's like I liked it in the fact that like everyone's hiding something, like everyone has something in their life. But also it kind of like took away from the moment. I don't know. I had conflicting feelings about it, but overall, I enjoyed this movie so much. And I look forward to many more like this in the future because we need more representation in general for everyone. Next up is the Princess Diaries, and no matter how many times I see this movie, it never disappoints. Mia Formopolis Vernaldi, Princess of Genovia, slaps every time. I noticed a lot more of the mature jokes this time around because I am older now. And also Lily was high-key a bad friend for like the first half of the movie. Like she was not nice. but you do see her learn and grow, and I think that that's important to see. Narnia also gets 5 stars. It has been years upon years since I saw this movie, and the story is still so good. I love the concept. It's honestly genius. The actress who played Lucy, I hope her chiropractor appointments get comped for carrying that movie on her bare shoulders. Bare shoulders. She carried this entire movie. Her acting was superb to anyone there. Lucy showed up. Also, the beavers are hilarious. I did not understand their humor as a child, but as an adult, I was like, these beavers are funny. The first book I read this year was Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. And this was actually a Secret Santa present, so that was super fun. This book, the art, stunning. The art is stunning. There was literally a point, it's a graphic novel, by the way, if you didn't catch that. It was so beautiful that, like, at one point there's a scene where on the page it's just a picture. There are no words or anything. And I just, like, started bawling. Like, it was so good. It's a really fantastic depiction of what it's like to be young and in a toxic relationship and not knowing that you're in one. When people around you, like your friends and family, like, ask you questions and are like, this isn't really okay, and you're like defending them, but then you start to notice yourself. Like, it's a very slow-paced book, and it's very character-based. So if you're someone who needs like a ton of plot, this one isn't for you. I loved it, despite hating the characters. Main character, she annoyed me so bad. I was like, girl, please get it together. We don't have time for this. Like, do you not see, like, how crappy you're being treated right now? Like, I don't understand. But of course, as an outsider, it's very different when you're the one in the toxic relationship and then the person outside of the toxic relationship. 2 very different things. A lot of times, you know, you don't notice. You're blinded by your feelings and hormones. And I hated, obviously, the person who was being toxic. I was like, I need you to run off a cliff or something before I kick you off one myself, because I was getting so frustrated. But it's a very addicting story. I love her friends. I wish we had seen more of them, quite honestly, because they're so interesting. They pop up here and there, but only one is kind of like reoccurring. Trigger warning for abortion, because there is an abortion in this book. It's not shown, but the emotional side is, of like after. Just beware of that if that's something that you need to maybe rethink reading this. I also wanted them to be happier for longer at the end. Like, it ends happy, but it's very like, wrap it up in a bow, it's over. And I'm just like, but I just spent a whole book in a toxic relationship. Okay. All right, I guess. Whatever. Next up is Wonder Woman 84. I'm so pissed. I am so pissed at how bad this movie was. It was so terrible. Livid. It was so bad. There was literally, the only redeeming qualities at all is the Chris Pine appearances, and that's it. She's hot, but that's not enough to make a good movie. You can't just have a hot couple and be like, there you go, enjoy. No. The plot, where was it? It was so incohesive. Like, the first half of the movie and the second half of the movie are completely, like, they feel like different movies. You don't even feel like you're on the same planet anymore. It's very like, what in the world is going on and who is on what drug? Literally the whole movie, I was like, someone please get this little boy away from this dangerous white man. He is so, the villain is who I'm talking about, is so unhinged. He is unhinged. Like, should be locked up. He is crazy. Please, 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 if you're going to give us a Wonder Woman story, please give us the story of how she became Wonder Woman in the first place. Because the first, like, 5 minutes are of, like, this competition type thing of her in the Amazon. And I was like, okay, like, this is cool. Like, I'm gonna enjoy myself here. And then it's gone. Like, why do we keep missing the opportunity? It's right there. It's right there. Please just pick the apple and feed it to me, please. And what's so disappointing is that I actually liked the first Wonder Woman movie. Like, I thought it was good. I had a good time. I was like, this was a good movie. What happened? What happened? Please, go back to the drawing board and fix this. The next show I tried to watch was Ozark. I absolutely hated it. It gets 0 stars. I was bullied into trying it. I couldn't even make it through 1 episode. It was so unnecessarily explicit and vulgar and just, like, gross. And it was filmed like a horror movie. It was weird. Like, I kept expecting, like, something to, like, pop out and, like, murder everyone. But it never happened. It was just, like, creepy and dark in a very unappealing way. I hated it. Up next is The Dragon Prince, which I absolutely love with my whole heart. It is so fantastic. But it does get 4 stars and not 5 because the animation, very subpar. It took me a second. Someone recommended it to me and I was like, I don't know about this. This is pretty, but if you get past it, you get past, like, the 2nd episode, then it doesn't really bother you as much anymore, even though you still know, like, oh, the animation isn't the best. The characters and the plot are fantastic. So many twists. There's such good representation. There is a biracial couple, biracial children, adopted children, a character who is one of the leaders who signs because she's deaf, and she's also gay. Like, there's a, like, LGBTQ, disability, like, different people. Like, it's very aware of what it's doing, and it's a great representation, a reflection of what you see every day. Also, I always watch movies and shows with the subtitles on, so a lot of times when the character is signing, there's no, like, you don't know what she's saying. So if you're someone who uses sign language to communicate, or you're someone who's learning sign language, like, that'll be a cute little thing between just you and the show will be able to understand. Because a lot of times I was like, what's going on? Like, I really want to know what you just said, but I don't know sign language yet, so. I also loved the sibling exploration of trauma in this series. It really shows a very realistic depiction of what it's like to be siblings and both grow up in a traumatic and toxic atmosphere, and how you both process that trauma differently and it affects you differently because everybody is different and experiences trauma and toxicity in a different way. I think it's something that's really important that's not talked about. The other book I finished is Beyond Shame, and this is an adult book. It's erotica. I don't have excuses anymore. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a very interesting world, and the characters and the setting have a lot of grit to them, which I actually liked. I don't always like that. I think it's about execution when it comes to being gritty. But the plot and everything like that was very interesting, but didn't get in the way of why I was there, if you know what I mean. It's a very good balance and very fun. But the main guy that this one is about, he, like, got on my nerves. I was like, can you shut up for, like, a second? Like, he's very he's very basic in my opinion. I really liked the female lead, and I like her best friend that she has. Something else that I really appreciate is how well developed and well-rounded all the side characters are. They are kind of what pushed me to continue the series because I'm very interested in them. There's a lot of little strings throughout the book where you're like, what was that? Like, can we focus on that for a second? But she's like, no, wait till the other books. And I'm like, fine. And the last and most recent movie that I watched, y'all are gonna laugh. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm just gonna say it. Barbie and the Nutcracker. I know. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I saw this thing on TikTok where this girl was like, I can't believe y'all are sleeping on this website, and they gave the website, I'll link it below if you want it, website to all the Barbie movies, and I loved Barbie and the Nutcracker as a child, and it was like super late at night, I couldn't sleep, and so I was just like, let's just play it, like, why not, let's see what happens. And when I tell you, the second it started playing, like, just like the rolling first credits, I gasped. It was like, like, it like hit me I've never had nostalgia hit me that hard to where I audibly gasped. Like, it was a bit dramatic, but oh my god. It took me to another world. But as I was watching this movie, I was like, I fully had a big, juicy crush on this Nutcracker. Is this when my daddy issues started to show? Because he is a full-grown, gray-haired, mustache-having, inanimate object. Why? Anyways, Venmo me so I can get a therapist. That is all that I have for you today. Please let me know what you're enjoying right now, whether it's a book, movie, TV show. Let me know down in the comments. Tell me your favorite color. I want to know. I think it's important. Love you guys. Bye.